Welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 20 of Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is Turnabout Big Top, Last Trial. Well, it's been a little while since we've actually sat down and reviewed these. We were a little bit behind, so we're catching up. In fact, the whole thing is done now. They hit episode 24 of this series and it's done. So I'm going to be doing these pretty much one after another after I sit down and watch them. And we'll be finishing this up. But I do have to comment a bit about this particular episode. After last episode where Phoenix revealed who he thinks the murderer is, he does an amazing job setting up and explaining how the crime happened. And the characters from the circus, plus Maya, step in and act out the scene of the crime in a way that works in the anime and is completely different from how it was in the game, and that's just fine. Then of course, Francesca Van Karma, after this entire shocking revelation, is like, wait, what's the motive for this? So they have to get into the whole sad, tragic case of mistaken identity that is this entire murder case. I found it easier to connect with the characters in this particular case in the anime over the video game, which is kind of a weird thought when you think about it. You would think it'd be the opposite way around because you have more time to build characters up in the game, whereas with the anime you have about maybe 4 episodes of stuff to work with, and they nailed this. They knocked this out of the park. I was very surprised and pleasantly surprised that they did this. Even the little bit near the end where after Max Galactica gets the not guilty verdict, and the real killer is, taken away and everything's revealed. This case felt better in the anime because they got to get away with all sorts of comedic parts of this. There was the animation, there's spots there where if you pause it in an inopportune time, characters are just we've got some Naruto levels of bad animation happening sometimes. Well, not necessarily. No, sorry. Scratch that, reverse that. Almost Naruto levels. Kind of like Inuyasha levels of bad animation. We're not like Bleach or Naruto levels. Yeah. Overall, I liked it. It was pretty well presented. I've been playing through the trilogy games again because they're on. I have it on my 3DS, and I've been playing through them again for a game-worthy review, and I really like how they're presented in this game. In this anime. It works. It started rough, but these have been fantastic. This last story arc was fantastic, and looking at what I've got ahead of me to watch, I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle Farewell My Turnabout, which, yeah, I liked this. This felt kind of like if you've ever seen Case Closed. It felt kind of like that, and that was a good feeling for this. It's been licensed. I think Funimation has it, and it looks like they're going to make a dub for it. So, fingers crossed they get people from the games to be there for the dub, because yes, this was worth watching. This was a good story arc. When you find out the truth behind it and everything that happened, it's a little bit sad, and that worked out well. I actually connected more with the characters, like I said, in the anime than I did in the game. But that's just me. What did you think of this one? I thought it was pretty good, and the little part near the end where you see Miles Edgeworth getting on a plane to head back to Japan. Perfect. Great way to end that there. And I liked this episode. What do you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Like always, make sure you like, and share this, and then subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.